this article on how we can argue for the origin of the universe, the earth, and of life from a biblical perspective basically tries to do all this in one page. So it is essentially a very brief article. And the point made is, for regarding the universe, we are not in a position really to come to any scientific conclusions because we don't know enough, and it's unrealistic to expect we'd ever know enough about the universe to come to any reasonable conclusions. With regard to the Earth, it's a similar situation, but we do know that with the soft tissue in fossils, particularly dinosaur bones, the fossil-bearing rocks can only be thousands of years old. There's no way around that possibility. You simply can't just wave a wand and say soft tissue lasts millions of years. That's an impossibility. And when we come to the issue of the origin of life, there's a more extensive amount of detail there. We do now know that life is incredibly complex, which is why 1,200 scientists have signed a website saying descent from Darwin, and they're saying that the complexity of life is too great for Darwin's theory. And we know from the work of John Sanford that time is not evolution's friend, it's its enemy, because time merely increases the amount of mutations that enter the system, and almost all mutations are negative and will destroy the structure of the DNA in a matter of several thousand years. The DNA could not last millions of years of mutations. But ultimately, the main reason why we can trust the Bible's account of the origin of the universe, the origin of the earth, and the origin of life is because of modern miracles. And I have a link there to the work of Professor Craig Keener. So what we have is, with the universe, the earth, and life, something that is consistent with the Bible, but the main evidence comes from modern miracles. Well, thank you for listening.